Jesus freak here. There are many beliefs regarding authorship of the first 5 books of the Bible. And orthodox Christian beliefs, I say this little o orthodox, the traditional understanding throughout Christianity, as with Judaism before it, was that the 5 books of Moses were the work of Moses. Some people allow for the possibility that a later editor, be it Joshua or someone else, added the last chapter of Deuteronomy. Now, I don't see this as a big issue. Mosaic authorship over the whole versus Mosaic authorship of every little part is such a minor distinction that it doesn't really matter. But this is what I personally believe on this topic, and a lot of it's going to go into the realm of the speculative. So, take that into consideration. I believe that there is evidence in the book of Genesis, for example, that people knew the teachings which make up the law of Moses before they were committed to pen and ink. For example, Noah knew what animals were clean and unclean, that he could bring 2 of each of one group and 7 of the other group. Judah's sons Ur and Onan knew about the concept of Levirate law, and that was what God required of the sons of Israel before Moses had even been born. So it's my belief that every word of the first 5 books of the Bible already existed in some form and were prophetic up until the point they were written. Now, this is a little bit of a stretch. There is a tradition that says that Moses saw 5 scrolls of pure fire. The parchment was fire. The ink was fire. The straps holding them shut was fire. And it was this that was the master text that Moses transcribed on the mountain. That the pattern that God showed Moses on the mountain was actually a complete copy of the Pentateuch. Now, as I said, this is speculative and this is personal opinion. However, if this is the tradition that you accept, as it is the tradition I accept. First of all, it obviously rules out the whole JEPD thing, because that throws away the whole concept of the integrity of Scripture. But if you believe that the 5 books actually pre-existed and predated Moses, and Moses just put them on parchment, then obviously it was Moses who wrote Deuteronomy 34. And couldn't be any other way. And it's not unreasonable that Moses could have known the exact nature of his own death. Other prophets and holy men after him knew exactly how they were going to die. My personal belief is that from Genesis 1:1 through Deuteronomy 34:12, was set to ink by Moses himself. However, I don't think it's a salvation issue or something to break fellowship over. It might be more problematic if you believe in JEPD, but whether you believe a compiler added the last chapter of Deuteronomy is no big deal. There's even been speculation that the delineation between the end of Deuteronomy and the beginning of Joshua has changed over time, that Deuteronomy 34 was actually the beginning of the book of Joshua and not the end of Deuteronomy. That's possible too. I don't believe that, but that's not out of the realm of possibility. There's a lot we'll never know, and a lot we don't need to know. And who wrote Deuteronomy 34 is just one of those things, it doesn't really matter. Any conjecture we're going to come up with is something we're going to just have to take by faith. We'll understand later. We don't need to know that now. I stand by my opinion, but I'll admit that's all it is. Jesus, freak out.